just you have a unique situation where you've been around here for a long time. How special can he be here, do you think, and how much of a cornerstone of what you guys are doing here can he be?
I mean, I think he's already special, and I think he's already a cornerstone. Just keep it simple like that. I mean, you guys all know he's a great player, what kind of plays he can make, and how much of a game changer he is, especially when he has the ball in his hands. So, yeah.
How much, when you weren't here, did you guys keep in touch, talk about even what you were going through, your struggles, his struggles, stuff like that?
Not too much. Not really too much, of course. He had his stuff going on here, and, I had some stuff going on where I was at, but not really too much. Maybe every now and then, but honestly not much at all. But like I said, when I got here, it's like, our relationship didn't skip a beat. So
what is it to you to lift him and him lift you for this franchise, which hasn't won in a lot of years?
It definitely means a lot. I think it'd be very cool, just because of the fact we've known each other so long, and we've had a great friendship for so long. So it'd be cool for sure.
He was just talking about the first time you met you in a car ride with his dad. And dad was trying to talk to you. Do you remember that?
I don't think I remember it too much. I would say they had me going with a good amount of recruits, so I don't remember Garrett's in that interaction or that happening too much.
What is your first kind of memory?
I would say I don't know if he was there actually. Probably our second week there. I think he was there. Just all of us playing basketball right by the dorms and this little gym, and then of course spring practice. He just mossing and dunking on everybody. So I think those are kind of my first memories of Garrett.
What do you feel like you need to get out of this week? Because it's kind of the last week of camp practices.
Yeah, just continue to get better. That's it. Keep growing.
Justin, you've obviously been in a handful of systems here. What does it be like about Tanner's system and him in particular?
Yeah, there's a lot of different things that we do. Some concepts that I've never ran before, and I think they're really efficient. And I think they're different. So I like the concepts that we have. I like what Tanner's trying to do and implement with the guys on offense and kind of in our playbook. So like I said, he's a great offensive-minded coach, and just the stuff that we can get done. I think the sky's the limit. So yeah.
Justin, there's obviously been a lack of stretching the field from you guys on offense. How do you not let that get to you? You want to attack, you want to go to the second and third level, but you don't also want to force the issue.
I mean, yeah, we're fine with taking 8-yard completions every play, if I'm being honest with you. Of course, you want explosives, but like I said, Saturday, we're not going to force the ball downfield. If they want to get depth on the second level, we're fine with taking the 8-10-yard completion and taking time off the clock and just driving down the field and having 10, 15 play drives. That gets the defense tired, and it might not be as exciting on the offensive side of the ball for the fans, but like I said, it's efficient ball. It's also getting the defense tired and just driving down the field like that. So, yeah.
When does your focus shift, or maybe it has already, from just kind of the grind of camp and what you guys are focused on offensively versus starting to really look at the Steelers, starting to look at their defense and starting to think the game plan?
Me personally, probably later this week. After this last week of practice. So, yeah.
What have you made of how the two young guys, Quentin Skinner and Arian Smith, kind of progressed in camp? We've seen them making some plays in these games.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of tell early that those guys were going to be special. I think I brought up Arian a few weeks ago, and how his speed really helped stretch the defense vertically, and how much of a deep threat he can be. And then I think Q's done a great job, of course, making plays. Of course, he's a big body. He's a smooth route runner, solid hands, and like I said, he can go up and get it. So those guys have definitely made big plays for us, and I'm excited to see what they do this week.
What are you trying to get out of this last preseason game against the Eagles?
I'd say just understanding who we are. I think that's the biggest thing in going out there and being able to play against these guys, because they're Super Bowl champions last year, and just seeing what we can do against somebody like that.
The second series the other night against the Giants, where you guys ran kind of certain times. Is that sort of your identity as this team?
I think the identity of this team is, just physicality. No matter what play it is, run, pass, or whatever. I think Coach does a good job at, telling us that that's what he wants. He wants it to be whatever it is to be physical. And if that means we got to run the ball 12 times, 15 times in a row, that's what it is. So I'm ready for it.
When you hear that play call coming into your helmet, though, or not your helmet, when you're going to Justin calling the play, when you hear run, like, does it amp you up?
Let's go. Yeah, I love it. Like I said, I just want to be as physical as I can, and just dominate. Like I said, it don't really matter to me what the play is, but when I do hear a run call, I do get a little bit excited.
How good did it feel just for you personally to get back out there and game match?
Oh, it was huge. That was like my third day back in pads that game, and it was definitely a little rusty, but it was huge to be back out there with the guys and being able to play next to Tip and Olu, and just going out there and getting it rolling.
Now, what have you thought of Membu, especially this last week? They have a good defensive line, the way he handled everything, some good moments and some bad ones too.
Yeah, I mean, nothing I didn't expect. He's one of those guys that he's smart. He's super smart, and he's super physical. So I feel like as a left tackle, that's what you need. You know what I'm saying? And he's one of those guys that you don't really got to say much to him. He's just gonna go out there and be like, hey, let's go. And that's kind of how I am too. So I feel like us playing next to each other is huge. It's cool. Membu, my bad. But I mean, it's the same thing for him. He's the same kind of guy. He's super quiet, don't really say much, but he'll go out there and handle whatever you throw at him. He go against a guy like number 9 every day in practice. So for a game, it should be a little easier. So.
You've been he's always been a good player, but you think he's taking his game to the next level?
Oh, 100%. AVT's a dog, man. He's one of those guys that a couple of years from now, people will be like, hey, did you watch that film on AVT? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's real technically sound, and I watch his film, you know what I'm saying, just to get my game better. He's one of those guys that is a leader in this room, and he's going to continue to be a great leader for sure.
What are the things that you have taken out of Tanner's offensive system, and what do you make of him as an OC? You've been in a couple systems before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a super smart. I say that about everybody, I guess, but he's super smart and he's knowledgeable about the game. he knows a lot about the game, and he's going to get his best players in the best positions to win. And he's going to run that ball. And like I said, I'm excited about it. I love running the ball, and that's all I can really take from it right now.
So the last couple of years, you were only here last year, but the expectation with Aaron and everything else, Super Bowl, all the veterans, all the tackles, spots, and stuff like that. What do you feel about this year's team? What are the expectations when you come into this?
The expectation is obviously to win. The biggest thing is just sticking together, like through thick and thin, no matter what it is, and just ignore the outside noise, and just being the most physical team, try to be the most dominant team that we can be, and the rest will take care of itself.
How valuable will be in the long run for last week in terms of you guys going against that front practices and getting a couple points?
Oh, I think it's huge. All camp we've been going against a different front. They run a different. The Giants run a different front than we've been accustomed to for the first couple of weeks of camp. So just getting that experience, that exposure to that it'll definitely help us out throughout the season for sure.
What's the process with John just getting used to Justin, when he's going to take off running?
Yeah.
I know how long to hold the blocks and
right.
What's that process
It's
like?
cool. I mean, it's just ball at the end of the day. Like I said previously one time, I play with Lamar, so it's kind of not too different for me. But at the end of the day, it's just football. He'll find an open hole if he got to get loose and run. It's just at the end of the day, it's just us 5 doing our job, protecting, and then if he got to get loose, he'll get loose.